Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We are just waiting on Larry Rose to pop in, aka the 3D print and fabricator. And we have CFMOTO Side Rider right here next to us. He's going to join us for the live. And as soon as Larry pops in, we'll start talking about, well, what the topic is. We got 5 viewers. There he is. There's the fabrication boy with the 3D printers.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I got bad news for us. Maybe it's good news. Ron is not joining the live stream tonight because his head is on fire. But but this
Well,
is gonna be
that's probably a good thing.
good live stream. Yeah. This is
How
gonna
you
be a
doing,
good
Larry?
live stream.
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, Dennis? Dennis said he was joining us tonight. There he is. He's right in here. Renee, man, some of these names I feel like I'm gonna butcher them, and I sure hope that I don't. But hey, everyone, I feel bad when you try to pronounce some names and it comes out way wrong. I just feel bad about it, so I just try to avoid it at all costs.
I'll attempt it.
Yeah, can you see the
Renee.
chat? Yeah,
Yeah.
Renee. I'm
Renee
guessing that's how it is.
Lightguard Wentzlau. I'll try.
There we go.
Once.
You did a better job than me.
I got
But
nothing
you
to
know,
lose.
my real name is spelled Stephen, and people call me Stefan, and I hate it. I hate it. It okay, Red. He said thank you.
I'll just start calling you Stefan.
Stefan, baby.
Stefan.
Stefan,
right.
the French CFMOTO driver.
Yeah.
Larry, did you get a chance to look over that schematic?
I did, and I'm actually disappointed in the way they plan to do it.
I'm kind of disappointed on it too. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You know,
I'm not. They're taking the existing structure and adding a freaking electric motor on the side of it. Do you know what changing a belt is going to be like on that thing?
yeah, it's like why even deal with the belt? Why not just come off the end of the crank with an AC generator and put a motor on each corner and put a motor on each corner and call it a day?
Yeah.
You know, they're I think they overcomplicated it.
I guess I should throw it up here. You know what, Larry? You got dual monitors. Can you toss it in here?
Oh yeah.
Because it'll take away from my screen real estate unless I was on this behemoth. But then the camera angle and I'd be looking at it like this, and
It'll make you look fat. Yeah, I understand.
I am fat. Yeah. Nobody wants to see my fat. I'm just a fat redneck who likes to wrench.
Let me get back to the live here.
Let's avoid clutch talk at all costs today. That's a hot topic tonight. So there we go. There is CFMOTO's plans for hybrid. Now, I could not actually find a patent on a body style that they're planning on throwing it in, but
Well, here let's expand this one because I really don't get this one.
I don't either. You see the BMS there?
Yeah. So you're they're coming off the crank with a trail block, running back to the secondary, and they're still running to a transmission over in here, along with, well, I guess they're trying to do electric motors onto it also, from the looks of this.
That is the electric motor, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one of them's supposed to be an electric motor, and it looks like one of them's a generator. I mean,
yeah. But changing a belt on that is gonna suck. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
And not to mention, for the average Joe to change that belt, that's going to be high voltage in there. If they would do anything that they don't have a clue about, they're going to die. There's no getting hurt about it. They're going to die. Because if they would touch anything electrical, they're simply going to die. That's we're talking.
Here's another one.
And yes, Dennis says going to be a heavy machine. Yes, it's going to be way heavy. It's going to be heavier than the KRX, guaranteed. But then again, it's a hybrid, so it doesn't need a lot of battery.
Well, I don't think they're really going to add any battery to it because, well, I'm assuming they're just going to run it off the crank. I mean, I go back to my mining days, and our big old 320-ton haul trucks were diesel over electric. Granted, this would be like gas over electric, but it was more like a locomotive. You had a big old diesel engine turning an AC generator, and then you had AC motors out at the wheels. That's all your drivetrain was.
Yeah.
This here's just kind of like, well, let's just slap an AC motor on here and see what happens.
Yep.
Because they're still running through a high-low reverse transmission, and I still got drive lines and axles, which they could do away with all that stuff.
I as much as me being an automotive technician, and I hate working on hybrid cars, I hate it. I hate it a lot. I hate it. Let me mute this phone here. You guys there?
Yep.
Okay. I just don't think implementing a side by side with any kind of anything like that. Either if you're gonna do it, just go all out electric and we'll call it a golf cart, but just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Well, there is that one company that has an electric side by side, and it's actually pretty badass, but it weighs 5,000 pounds.
Who's that?
Oh my God, what is there?
Segway?
No. Let me look here real quick, see if I can find it.
Because they're coming out with it too.
Yeah.
It's actually freaking. Well, but then again, here Polaris is coming out with a Polaris Ranger EV UTV. This is the one.
What is that? Hey, be careful. They'll flag me.
It's this one, the Nikola.
That looks sick. It's a car.
Oh, I seen that one. That's actually pretty badass. Yeah, I seen that one. Segway has one and it's bad ass, but they are like 35 for the game. Yeah, well, you know what? I have a feeling that CFMOTO's price points are gonna go to the rise too. And I really feel like that would kill CFMOTO because CFMOTO has a really good niche right now, and I think that they need to stay in that niche. They're taking care of what the other power sports companies are not. They're going for the budget friendly stuff and the lower end stuff that actually the other power sports guys are getting rid of in their lineup. And I feel like CFMOTO needs to keep it there. Now, that's not to say that they might come out with one bad ass rig and it be expensive. But I also feel like when companies start to get greedy, we know all about that. That the whole board changes across the whole board. And I really feel like if CFMOTO went that route, I would not be a fan anymore.
Okay, this one here you shouldn't get in trouble for copyright since it is one of their commercials.
Well, let's hope not. Because they can copyright strike me, and I don't want striked.
Well, we're using this as a comparison. I mean, doesn't that fall in there somewhere?
Yeah, but I have to fight it. It's a pain. Yeah, I had to fight Justin's when he striked
Now,
me.
I really enjoy the passenger seat cover in that machine that just got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice seat cover. Take it to Radio Shack for a tune-up. I just seen that, Dennis.
What?
Did you get the hotspot?
Yeah.
Did it connect to the computer?
Yeah. It's easy.
I think it'd be kind of weird getting used to though.
You know, I don't know. You know, EVs aren't that powerful to begin with, even in the car realm. How are they going to implement that in the side-by-side deal?
Well, supposedly it's already 500 horse.
Not CFMOTOs.
No, this one.
That is electric, full electric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's the difference. We're talking hybrid. Foam guy. That's my dad. He says he's in here. There he is.
500 horse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 500 horsepower.
But it also weighs 5,000 pounds.
True.
Right. It's 500 horsepower, 5,000 pounds. My Z-Force might put a whooping on it. But I don't know. It does
pissing off
look
the rock.
wicked. He's peeing off the rock. We like to do that.
You know, I don't know if I can get away with not having the sound either. You know, an engine running there.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah, it sounds like an electric golf cart doing 90. Be like, phew. Sound like an overly huge RC car.
Ah, there's the pickup of pickups.
So what? My dad is in here. He's the foam guy. He's joining us. And there he is.
But no, I think that would be the right realm for a side by side.
Throw that hybrid back up there. Throw that hybrid shot screen up there.
Oh, okay.
I want to pick at that. I want to pick at that. 'Cause I don't think that I like it hybrid at all. I really don't. They do what Tesla does and have small speakers that's produce sounds for those who want it. We don't want fake sounds. We want real sounds.
We'll make our own.
And that's like putting on a porno because you can't make your girlfriend scream. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Crane is watching this with his wife and his grandkids, and you just
he done closed out. He done closed out now.
Oh.
He done closed out, probably. I don't know. Hopefully they're not. They can't watch our lives. They just can't do it.
You got carried
away.
We
can't keep our life. We can't, yeah. Well, I mean, when Dirt Trail says they put speakers in, how else am I supposed to explain that? I got to explain it the redneck way. That would be like putting a porno on in your bedroom because you can't do the job correctly. I mean, how else am I supposed to explain that? There's nothing else on the planet Earth that would allow me to explain that any better.
No, and that's no different than Ford does it with their EcoBoost pickups in their cars. They pipe fake sounds inside because, well, people don't find the sound of the EcoBoost to be pleasant.
Yeah. I don't know.
What if your wife is mute and can't make sounds?
Oh God!
Wow!
Wow! You guys!
Jesus.
You guys!
Trail Adventures. That's a good one.
Oh my
He
word.
says, "Yeah, he keeps trying. He keeps trying. My dad keeps trying to get me to buy a spare motor so I can send it over to him." Yeah. The only problem I'm having is that my pocket ain't deep enough.
You know, and if you're gonna do that, you might as well find an old 1000 because, well, you know it'll go right in.
It'll go in, and I think I can make it run off of my ECU.
Might be able to.
I think so. The sensors are all the same on the thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be plug and play, basically.
Yeah, you just have to retune.
Retuner. That's all you got to do to her. Yeah, man, oh man, I don't know. I think these companies need to leave this crap alone. I hate change. I hate it with a passion.
You know, I would be all for this if they would just drop out the transmission and put a motor on each corner.
You know what I was telling Ron? I probably shouldn't say anything. It'll probably backfire. Somebody will make $1 million on it. Well, let's just know that the idea was here first. Okay, guys? We all got that? Okay, we know that the idea was here first, and the right person listening with the pocket full of cash is going to make it happen. What I wouldn't mind doing is a bolt-on transmission where you take your CVTs off, and then you have a transmission that slides right over them shafts and bolt to the side of the motor and make it a standard transmission, 5-speed, baby, with a clutch. Don't tell me it's not possible either. Because
No, anything's possible if you got the room.
I think there'd be plenty of room depending upon how you design that transmission.
Yeah.
And it would bolt right on, right in place of your belt and your CVT. Now somebody's going to run with it, and come Monday, they're going to have 5 of them made.
Or just buy a Talon or a YXZ and have it.
Nobody has YXC money, and you know what, Larry? Hey, where'd he go? He muted us. He muted us. He said he just gave us the finger. Well, he can hear us, so
yeah, I can hear
I'm
you.
just
the
gonna.
the boy walked in and started talking to me.
Oh, the one thing that we got to remember is built, not bought. Anybody can buy it. Not everybody can build it.
Well, that's true.
Yep.
What am I thinking about, Dennis? Oh, you're thinking I got the deep pockets? You are very wrong. I'm retired.
Hey, Larry, did you see anything in them schematics? For engine size?
No.
I didn't either. If I were to guess, they're probably going to use the 1000 engine. If I were to guess, but then again, maybe not. It's a hybrid. They might be going for the 800 engine, and the electric motor is going to give it the extra power.
Well, you know, looking at it, they're dealing with a V twin.
A V twin, and they only have 2 V twins.
Yep.
So it's either going to be an 800 or 1000. If I were to guess, they're going with the 1000 because that electric motor will give that 1000 more torque. And so in that aspect, it would be all right. But I think for working on it on the trail standpoint, give it up. Give it up.
I just.
That's more stuff to go wrong on the trail. And the average guy that thinks buying a side-by-side means that they're buying a boat, can you imagine how well that's going to go over?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they're going to be killing fish.
Yeah, well, I was reading a post last night where a guy was checking the water tightness of his CV case, So he filled it full of water through the inlet to find out where the leaks were.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
You know what I think? I think we need to force feed our engines.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking we need to do. I don't know.
Turbos are
This
pretty
could be
impressive for their size.
Yeah, this could be a positive thing, but I just think for maintenance wise, man, I just don't know.
Whenever you add electronics into the mix, it can
Yeah.
complicate things really big for maintenance.
Yep, that's
I
I'm
mean,
thinking it's not.
you're
a
getting to
great
the point where
idea.
you're almost going to need an electrical engineer degree.
Yeah. Well, that and there's going to be caution high voltage right on the belt cover.
Yeah. Oh, what's this deal? Let me test this with a screwdriver.
Yeah, done. If they're going hybrid, they should be looking at like a 250, 350 cc engine to power. Yeah, but a hybrid is just that. It's a hybrid. It only going to use the electric motor for takeoff and cruising. It's not going to be using that electric motor all the time. So if they went with a 250 to 350 cc engine, that side by side or ATV would be a dog, and it's not going to be a fun driver. So they almost got to implement the 1000 and then just use that electric motor to kick in
As a helper.
and be as a helper. So instead of sitting there idling, they're going to make it so your engine shuts off whenever you're stopping to talk to your buddies. Your engine's going to shut off. And then when you take off, once you get up to like 10 mile an hour, it's going to start back up again. And so you'll be able to cruise the parking lot probably essentially about 5-10 mile an hour without even using your gas engine. Yes, I rode a 350 Warrior and a Banshee.
Oh my god,
yes.
I used to own one of those.
Those are dogs though. I've built 3 of them, but they're dogs. They're not that good. They're okay for trail rigs. They're great
for trail rigs.
They're great for trail rigs. They got plenty of power for trail rigs. They're very fun machines. But
God, are they heavy?
They are heavy, and for a power standpoint, they're dogs.
Yeah, they take a lot of tuning to get anything out of them.
Yep. Trying to make it so only dealer can work on it. Yeah. That's why my channel's hated the most, I think. Is because I show people how to work on their own stuff to stay away from the robbers. I mean the dealers.
Yeah, but when you take your machine to a dealer, you're looking at 2-3 months waiting time.
Yeah.
Well, the waiting time, the $120 an hour to work on it. Yeah, no thanks. No. Come on, come back down to reasonable world here. It'd be a different story if they paid their employees well. $20 an hour as a mechanic is not well. $30 is well. $35 is better. But $20 an hour to pay a mechanic to bust his knuckles and break his back and bust his knees and no.
Right.
And the dealer makes $120, $130 an hour in some cases. Now, there are dealers out there that are reasonable. They're $80 an hour. $80 an hour is a very reasonable labor rate because you got to pay your tax, you got to have your insurance, you got to all of that stuff. It all adds up. But 3-4 months waiting time? No. Not when you can do most things in your garage and have it done in a half an hour.
Well, and a lot of parts from the automotive world goes right into our machines.
Yeah, the Toyota wheel bearings.
Yep.
Toyota wheel bearings. If you need a cheap, like tie rod end, you can use a Heim joint. There's Heims that will fit, and you can just drop a bolt down in there if you really needed to. Not
Yeah.
a hardened steel bolt, but
Instead of paying
know.
$40 for your CFMOTO boot and wait God knows how long to get it, if they're out, go down to your local hardware store, $20, get a universal one, works just fine.
Yep. Yep. Larry,
So,
we got to get some companies to understand that this is my channel and I run it the way that I want to run it, and I am who I am, the way that I am, and I do
Sam,
things
I
the way
am.
that I do, the way that I want to do, and I can't implement enough. Nobody signs my paycheck at the end of the day. So
Nope.
until they start signing paychecks, that's when I'll conform. I like to help people. That's what my channel is about. I'm not here to. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm just.
You're getting on your rant. Easy, down boy, down boy.
Well, I'm a little bit mad about some things. Hey, Robert, what's up, buddy? Well, you try to help people, and then other people, you'll see them in the comments and stuff like that. They'll be telling people what to do, and then they take all the credit for the information, and they won't even say, "Yeah, I learned this from Larry," or "I learned this from Bob," or "I learned this from Redneck," or they want to take your information and they want to make it look like they were the freaking smart ones.
Or at least, not even that. At least credit the Facebook group.
At the very
page.
minimum.
Yeah.
At the very minimum, that's the least they could do. Say, you know what? I learned this over in such and such group. And that doesn't even go on. When I speak for this, I speak for everybody that has helped and people taking advantage of them. I'm not just speaking this for our behalf. I'm speaking for everybody. If you learn something in, I don't know, CFMOTO Z-Force owners, which ain't even my group, say even if you're in our group and you say, hey man, I seen over here where they said this works or that works, or you can do this or that. Credit that group, even if it's not my group. Credit that group. And you can credit it in my group. I'm not that guy who's going to care.
But
I just want good groups.
There is one group that I joined yesterday or the day before.
Yep.
Just
I know.
wanted to see about it. Because, well,
you still there, Steve?
They're piggybacking off the name of Z-Force Nation. And their Facebook group is called Z-Force Nation, just like yours.
Yep, I know they stole my group.
But yet I go over there, and all they're doing is they're not helping nobody. Is that they're promoting their website,
right?
And it's like, oh my God! I hope people don't think this group is that group.
Yep.
Or if somebody's looking for your group, they stumble onto that group and think it's that group. That's your group.
I know, and it's not, and it makes my group look horrible if they think it's my group. I want to answer Dennis's. He said Roland always gives you a shout out in his videos. Yeah, he does. He does. And there's been some videos where I've done and gotten an idea from somebody, and I give them a shout out on my channel. And if I don't directly shout them out in the video because I might have forgotten to or something like that, whenever I'm editing it, I always put it down in the description where the idea come from. And one time somebody they said, man, thanks for taking my video, not even giving me credit. But I actually tagged their channel in the video. And I tagged them in the video and gave them credit. I don't think they watched the whole video, but it is what it is there.
Yeah.
You should have left the tag up there the whole entire time, all the way through the video, start to finish.
Yeah, probably. Robert says, do you think CFMOTO will come out with a side-by-side with a turbocharger?
Yes.
I think that they will, but I also think they have a long way to go.
Well, actually, look at it this way: the Z950 was originally called the Z10, and the prototype for the Z950, which is the Z10, had a turbo.
That's right.
So yes, I do think they will.
Yeah, they probably will. I think that they have a long way to go before they get that far. They're not quite that far in the game yet. They're getting there, but they're not that far in the game yet. Um,
I think the internals are plenty strong.
I think I don't know. Maybe with the updated 1000 motor that's coming in, well, it's supposed to be coming in 2022, but we probably won't see it till 2023 most likely. I think that updated motor would be definitely strong enough. I really don't know about ours, Larry.
Well, they're the
I'm
same
not
except
sure.
for heads and valve sizes
They changed.
and
Nah,
cams.
they updated the crank and the rods too in that one.
Did
They
they?
also updated the clutch. Yes, sir. The whole engine's been gone through. Yep.
Everything I've read has just been the heads, cam, intake, and
Nah,
exhaust.
you got to go watch Blake's video where he was there and going through the. Oh shoot! They had a like a board with that engine all broken down on it or whatever, and it
Yeah,
explained
but
what all was
when it
changed.
comes to updating the clutch, that could just be changing the springs and weights.
And that could be, but I'm just saying that they supposedly updated like the bearings, the cam, or yeah, the crank bearings and the rod bearings and the rods, and yeah, supposedly they did some updating on it.
I don't see CFMOTO doing that much work on something.
Don't say that. Don't say that. We'll be haters.
I I mean, for Christ's sake, CFMOTO uses the
The
same
same
parts
parts on every machine.
throughout the entire line.
Yeah, which is a good thing, by the way.
Yeah, or it could be a bad thing because, well, every machine uses those parts, so they're always out.
Hillbilly says they added more rice.
Added more rice.
Yep, they added more rice.
No, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what things to come are gonna be. And the sad part is the way things are going. Yeah, I think the whole deal behind the hybrid type that CFMOTO filed the patent for has to do with what they're doing in California.
Yeah, it could be. Beefmeister says they're adding a flux capacitor. Jack
Oh,
says how does the 2020 U-Force 1000 turf mode work? Well, if they copied it from Polaris, which they probably did. It's probably a switch on the back of the diff where you can switch it to turf mode, or basically a limited slip with a locker.
basically like your front diff,
Yeah,
which
they
that's not a
must have
bad
been
idea.
talking. No, that'd be a good thing. That'd be a great thing. I'm not meaning anything bad by it. That'd definitely be a great thing, for sure, for sure. I think all side by sides and four wheelers should have a turf mode, because if you're not running a rough trail, you could stay in turf mode and have a turning radius of a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can too, as long as you blip the throttle just right.
Yeah. If I blip the throttle, I could definitely break them loose and just spin her right around, no problem.
But the problem is you have some guys do that on the wrong type of terrain, and well, they end up on their sides.
Well, they don't know how to drive. That's all that boils down to. Anybody who flips their lid don't know how to drive. Did have a turf mode, which was a single wheel drive, and it was a switch on the dash. Well, that would be great too. Just a button on the dash. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of them have a switch on the diff, which is okay. The button on the dash would be really, really, really nice and lazy for us lazy Americans.
How much did they say that a hybrid's going to weigh?
They didn't.
They
Okay.
didn't. But I guarantee it's going to be up there. I mean, look at the 950. What's a 950? Like 1,300 pounds or something?
Nah, it's over 1,400.
1,400. So if you add that hybrid to that thing, you're going to be over. You're 17, 18 easy.
How much does ours weigh?
Right around 12.
Okay. I'm looking at the Segway Villain here because I was interested in one at one point. The hybrid weighs 1936.
So you could probably
That's heavy.
count on CFMOTOs to be that too. I'm just curious why they filed a patent on a hybrid, but they didn't file a patent on a body design. Unless they're keeping it secret just yet because they know people like me and you are watching.
Well, I've heard through some people that the old style Z-Force, like what the 800 is now, and my old style 1000, I've heard that body style is going bye-bye.
I wouldn't doubt it. And it's going to be sad if they do that because I really like that body style.
Yeah, the only thing bad about our body style is, well, the cage. The way the cage
Yeah,
looks.
really. Yeah, if they would just keep that body style, maybe update the plastics a little bit, just a little bit, do a better cage on it, maybe give it a couple inch longer wheelbase just for the looks, and do like a 68 wide model and a little bit more power, and that would be a wicked machine.
Yeah, it wouldn't take them nothing to make our wheelbase a little bit longer. All they would have to do is just,
Control
well,
arms.
our control arms right now our rear control arms are forward set, like 2 inches.
Right.
All they would have to do is take them 2 inches back from center line.
2 inches back from center line. While you're at it, do some high clearance arms.
Yeah.
Make it a 64-inch wide machine. So by the time people add spacers, they're at their 68.
Well, you know what my thoughts are on spacers.
I know, but we all run them.
No, we don't.
I run them. I run 1 inch with my 1 inch offset rim, giving me a 2 inch offset.
Yeah, leg room would be good. I'm 5'7", and there's not enough leg room.
Yeah. What's the biggest difference between 800 and 1000?
Horsepower, torque.
Yeah, but he says leave that out.
There
I
isn't.
can't answer that question. That's the difference.
Well, wait. If you're talking old school 1000, that is the only difference.
Yeah. But if you're talking about the 950 1000, the difference is the aliens aren't going to come get it if you got the 800.
Yeah. Drivetrain wise, they're the same. Body style's different. Chassis is different, of course. It's a rear trailing arm machine instead of a rear control arm.
Yep.
But the drivetrain
looks like a boat.
Yeah, the drivetrain's all the same.
It looks like a boat with no bottom.
And 950 guys get upset when you say it's the same drivetrain.
Oh man, do they get butthurt? Really, really, really butthurt. Hey, like I said before, I ain't got nothing against the 950. It's just not something that I want. That's all. That's easy enough, right? Larry wants one, though.
It's
Well,
missing some body.
well,
That's
Huh?
what I see.
here's the whole
Yeah.
thing. I like the rear trailing arm suspension because of where I'm at now in the desert.
Right.
That's the only reason why. But now, do I want to give up the horsepower to weight ratio? No.
No. Not for what little you're going to gain.
Yep, that was like when I talked to my dealer when he was over there in China, doing testing and giving input on the 950. I asked him. I go, hey, should I unload my 1000 before the 950 hits the market and upgrade to the 950? He goes, no, it's not an upgrade. He goes, the only thing you're gaining is a little bit better ride. That's it. Everything else is the
Right.
same.
Yep.
But then again, that's an honest dealer.
Right.
But then you got some dealers that told these guys that bought the 950, oh yeah, it's updated suspension, updated drivetrain. No, it's not.
No,
It's
it's
all
not.
the same.
It's all the same. It's a face only a mother could love. You're killing me. You're killing me.
You know what? I don't mind the looks so much. It's just that it's missing half a body.
Yeah.
It's the ass end of the machine that just doesn't look right.
That really
Right.
does it, yeah.
And you put a cargo box on it. It picks it up a little bit, but it needs a bigger
But it
cargo
looks-
box.
It still looks like a bug that Men in Black are after.
Yeah.
But now with the 950, they did fix the air cleaner problem. You don't have to snorkel them.
They did. They did, but it also sucked because you're still using a paper filter that you got to replace and not be able to put a uni in. Who wants to spend
950 you can do a uni.
No, you can't. Yeah, if you get rid of that air box.
I believe that's I think somebody came out with a foam filter for them. I can't remember right off the bat of my head. I think I found it when I was cruising an Australian website.
Oh yeah, I think I seen that too, and it's really expensive.
Yeah,
Really expensive.
but the 950 is a Donaldson type air filter box, which are a really good air cleaner box.
Gary says 950 weight and fluids, $14.99 per spec sheet. He's in here listening.
Yeah.
Dennis says, leave my ET alone. And that's the cool thing about it. 98% of the 950 owners will tell you this thing is ugly, but they like it because of the room.
Yeah, and then you got 2% that it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
How dare you
Well,
say
I guess
anything bad about it?
they say the same thing about me and mine.
I'd drive one if someone gave me one for half price.
I'd buy one if they gave it to me for free. I don't know though, guys. All this stuff that I say about the 950 now, the new HOEX might change my mind on the performance standpoint, but it won't change my mind on the looks. It just won't. But it definitely might catch my attention because of the performance it's supposed to have. But I have yet to see it, so I don't know. But I still think even at 90 horsepower, I still think CFMOTO is cutting it too short, because I always did say when the 950 reaches 100 or more horsepower, I'd be impressed. And they still ain't there.
I don't think
why
it
they're
much
not
to
there.
do it, though.
It won't. It really won't. They're only 10 horsepower shy. Why didn't they go after that at the factory?
Yeah. I'll tell you why. they can push the life of that motor longer. They can keep it in the market longer by upping the horsepower every couple of years.
That's true. Well, me and you always said that motor had a lot of room for improvement. I mean, these heads, our stock heads flow test for 50 horsepower. You put two of those together, that's 100 horse.
Yep.
So we always knew there's more room for improvement. It's just a matter of getting that improvement to them. Beefmeister said, us 2% love our lunar space modules. Oh, and I don't want anybody to think we're bashing 950. We're just having fun.
Yeah, we're just jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah,
We're jealous.
That's what it is. We're jealous.
You know what, though? Every week it kind of grows on me a little bit, but I don't think it'll ever get there. I don't know. I'll never say never. Let me take it back.
Well, like I said, Roland, I really think the HOEX would change my mind a little bit because it's 64 inches wide. It's supposed to have better tuned suspension. It's supposed to have a better tuned clutch. It's got 90 horsepower. And if they got 90 horsepower out of it, how much more room for improvement is there just with a tune? I mean, you can usually get 10 horsepower just with a tune. And you add an exhaust and an intake to it, it should be easily achievable to 110 horse. I would think. But I don't know. Maybe when one comes out, maybe
But,
when
you know,
we finally start seeing them.
You know, talking about weight of machines, look how much the stupid Kawasaki KRX weighs.
It's heavy and it's slow.
That thing's like 1,900 pounds. But it's also built like a tank.
Yeah, it's definitely, it would withstand the army. If you were going to pull Joe Biden out of office and you needed a machine, that's the one I'd do it in. Robert, these engines have a lot of horsepower left on the table. They are way underrated and underpowered for what they are. So even for the 800, there's no reason why the 800 couldn't easily do 90 and the 1000 do like 120 comfortably. It's like Larry said, I think they're trying to stretch it so they keep the motor on the market for longer because the cost of materials for casting and parts and all that stuff gets expensive, and the longer you can stretch something out with minor improvements. Let's face it, they probably already have an engine sitting in a room that's already been tested at 120 horsepower. Guarantee it. They're just implementing it through the years. That's what every manufacturer does. Because they want to make more money. That's the name of the game. More money in the long run. Detuned maybe from factory. Yeah, definitely.
I've been saying about that with the 2018 and 2018 Z1000 and the 2020 950s on is they were detuned because for some reason the 2018 1000 runs way faster and hotter than the 2019s.
Well, Dennis said they detune them? ? Yeah, every engine manufacturer detunes an engine. It's for many reasons. Some reasons are because of the laws and emissions, and other reasons are for longevity of an engine. Warranty. And other reasons are they want to be able to upgrade them. That's what I said, emissions. They want to be able to upgrade them in later years so they can use the same. So they could take the same block and head, throw a different intake on it, and gain more horsepower. They could later on take that, throw a different cam in it, and gain more horsepower. Then they could take that and throw a different head on it and gain more horsepower. And they could keep doing this for 20 years with the same block.
Yeah.
But then you get guys like me and Larry, we're going to stroke it to the max and get everything we can get out of it from day one.
And do things that we were told we can't do.
Yeah. And do things Gary just said KTM 990 engine. Yep. Which I've heard some. See, I know people who 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 work at people and know people. The 990 engine, they're having some issues with it. Not bad issues, but issues for emissions. They can't squeeze today's emissions out of it because let's face it, the 990 is an older engine, but it's a good engine. Heavy Pfizer. He's killing me. What can head stroke to the max can us consumers do now? Where would we start? Come on, man. Right now,
Well,
you could do
if you can't if you can't get it in and you can't get it out, well, that's where you actually need to start.
That's right. That's right. Flow, baby, flow. Pop them heads off there, man. Shave them a little bit. Bump up the compression.
Grab the die grinder. Open up some ports.
Grab the die grinder. Open up some ports. Get a better intake on there. Put a bigger throttle body on there. Put a better breathing air filter on there. Put an exhaust on there. And tune it. And if you got the 950, you'll be flying to the moon fast. We still talking about motors? Yeah, we still talking about motors. We just moved away from that electric crap. They don't have cams right now, but if you could send your cam to a cam company and they will custom cut you one. So you could also throw bigger valves in it if you want. But I recommend shaving the head and leaving the valves alone and just doing a different cam with a longer profile.
I don't know if I would shave the heads at being already 10.6 to 1 compression.
Shave them a little bit. Get it up there closer to 11.
Yeah, then you're starting to walk away from just 87 octane.
Nah, you could still run that in 11. You just got to change your timing a bit. That's all. Or you could just run premium fuel in it and be good with it.
Yeah.
You know?
But who can afford premium fuel right now?
Well, who could have? I don't know. Not me.
Hell, I can hardly afford 87 octane right now.
I can't even afford my wife right now.
Could we ever afford our wives? Come on now.
No.
But there's always room for improvement on the stock stuff.
Yeah, lots of improvement. If you don't want to pop your engine apart, just buy a set of heads. They're only $500 a piece. But if you're smart, you'll just wait till they release all the parts of the 950 HO and just buy all that stuff and bolt it on.
Yep.
That's what I would do. Help us corn farmers. This is all music. Who does this stuff? Awkward silence. Yeah, I know. We're talking about stroking things, and then we go quiet.
No, I can. I talked to a machine shop about doing some head work, and it's actually not as expensive as what some people think it is.
It's not, but if you could buy them already done, ready to go from CFMOTO and just bolt them on, that'd be the way to go.
Yeah, if you don't want to down your machine for very long while parts are at the machine shop getting cut and.
Yep. I mean, a machine shop would probably deck one of them little heads for $20.
Yeah, I think to do a complete valve job on mine was like $40,
Yep.
and that was recut the seats and everything. Um,
LOL, hillbilly.
let's see here. What else? I think he was going to charge me like another $100 to polish the exhaust, port the intake.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
I'm not a fan of polishing the intake side of a motor.
You only really need to do that on carbureted stuff.
You know,
Or sorry. You polish the exhaust
well,
and you port.
yeah,
You don't need to polish the intake side. You shouldn't polish it if it's carbureted, but if it's fuel injected, it really doesn't matter. But how ours is fuel injected, it sprays and atomizes the fuel anyway, so it really don't matter either way. You're not going to gain or lose no matter
and
what you do with ours.
it's a half an inch away from the head. It's an inch away from the valve face. I mean, come on now.
Yep. You only really need to do that on carbureted stuff.
And then even then on a carbureted motor, you really don't want to polish the intake because, well, you need that turbulence to mix the air and the fuel together.
To mix the air and the fuel, right. On a carbureted, you don't want to polish it.
Yeah.
But you can polish it on fuel injected if you want.
Yep.
But Nowadays they can program a CNC machine, chuck them heads in, and bam, voila.
Yeah,
They'll
they can come up with one cut program and do as many of that particular head as they want.
Yep.
I just need to figure out how to take the engine out of the wife's car and put it in my 1000.
Yep.
That little
Hillbilly
eco
says
boost.
electrical engine. Hillbilly says electrical engine brake. No, we don't have nothing like that.
Nope.
Listening to you and Larry talk is like me listening to Dr. Fossey. I'm not a damn mechanic.
Oh,
that's a burn, man. That's a burn.
oh.
God, seeing you in the comments is like Joe Biden. Jeez.
Yeah, come on, man. Keep up.
Yeah. Be easy with us. Jeez.
What are you doing, Roxy?
Just send me your heads. Just send me your heads, Beefy. I'll do everything for you.
She always has to make her appearance.
Yep.
What's up? What are you doing now?
Kind of like your wife. I'm surprised I don't hear her gums flapping.
Oh, she's at work still.
Oh, that's why.
She's got to pay my Amazon bill.
Beefy says I'm not a mechanic. He said when. Send them on over. I'll port and polish them suckers.
Not responsible if I go through the wall. If CFMOTO is too cheap to put meat there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Could be worse. He could be talking about how to weld. True. True.
The only problem with welding is when you get your stick stuck, just like with anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Oh. But no, I think there's quite a bit of room left in these motors.
Oh, there's tons of room.
Yeah.
So I've decided that my 1000 right now with my 27-inch tires on it looks like the tires belong on a Matchbox car.
Yeah.
The wife come home and seen that last night. She goes, "You need to get those off there."
What's it
She
on?
goes, "Oh, my 1000.
Oh,
I put my stock size tires on it, and it just looks like they belong on a little Matchbox car.
Yep.
I like
You know,
to
when
go
I
bigger.
when I bought the 30s, she was all upset and pissed off, didn't like them. And now I put my other set back on there, and she's like, "Put your 30s back on. Those ones look gay."
Yep.
And my machine's no quicker with 27s than what it is with 30s. Without changing anything in the clutch or anything, it's just as quick with
Yep.
the 30s as it is with 27s. But it's
That's
not
right.
nearly as fast on the top end.
One guy
So,
commented on one
guys-
of my videos. He said to get bigger wheels, and I said, "Well, send me some money. I just bought the
Yeah.
machine. I'm tapped out."
I hear you there. I got the wife's 500 all put together. I got to do a video for
You
you
do?
guys. It's a 500 EX now. Yep.
Oh, are we playing with these now, Steve?
I like playing with bed springs. That'd be a stiff bed.
Yeah, it would.
You ain't got that in yet, Larry?
No, I don't.
Is it going to sit on your table for a year?
It might.
I hope not.
I'll put it in for testing purposes.
Hey, we can't talk about specs, but I got to rub it in a little bit.
I still got this
We
one
got-
sitting here too.
We got that 950 running great, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we got 24 people in the chat. I want to let everybody know that has the Z-Force 800s. I am selling Dr. Pulley sliders. If you need them, let me know in Messenger, and I'll get you a pair sent right out.
A mystery spring for the primary.
I have no idea what spring that is.
It's got no numbers, no color code. It's a mystery spring.
Yep.
I'm going to call it a stage 6.
A stage 6.
I'm going to call it a stage 6.
Why?
Well, because that sounds better than a stage 3 or stage 2 or stage 1, doesn't it? Doesn't matter what the specs
Yeah.
are, just as long as you call it a stage whatever.
That's right. That's right. The only thing that matters is stages here.
Yeah. And I'm going to call these
Well,
weights stage 7 weights.
Well, guys, I have those are
And a
18 gram weights, by the way.
And a stage 9 shim.
There's my shim. I knew I needed that shim. I'm thinking about shimming my clutch. What do you think, Larry?
I thought we weren't getting into clutch talk.
Well, sometimes I like to throw the people for a loop. I'm hiding all my information. I'm done sharing it. Too many people taking too much credit for shit they didn't do. Reminds me of myself in the mornings when I wake up. Did you read that?
Yeah, I did. I was just ignoring him.
You was ignoring him?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was ignoring him.
We didn't get demonetized.
Beefy is now dead to me. He is now dead.
Oh, he got you. He got you, Larry. He got you.
Yeah, this little spring might remind him of that in the mornings. This is the one that reminds me of that in the mornings.
This on the screen. This on the screen makes me like this.
Yeah, it goes whoop. Oh, a second here.
he said, "Come on, buddy. I still love you."
Some clean out filament.
Yep, that's this right there. Oh shit.
Oh my God. Dear Lord, please forgive us.
He won't. We're
I know.
screwed. Hey, we didn't even really cuss this whole live stream.
I know. I was really curbing it.
Me too. Me too. The only thing that we got was whenever we was talking about the fake sounds.
Yeah. Which I don't really care for those.
No. Hey, let's go fix it. Yeah, man. I don't know. Still waiting on the new intake. I'm about to bolt this one on.
You got a
I'll
grinder if
buy
you need
me
to make a little more clearance.
That's right.
Cut a hole through the bed, run your air cleaner up through. Why not?
That's right. I got hole saws. I got hole saws bigger than this, so we good.
You got a welder.
That's right. We'll make her happen, Captain. Well, you know, they're using like copper pipe and stuff for the intakes on those. Oh, what are them other side by sides that? Oh shoot, they're really ugly in the front. Really ugly. Oh, I can't think of the name now. What kind of side by side you working on?
Can-Am.
Says he can't get it to idle no matter. Not you, Beefy. I'm talking to Let's Go Fix It. Z950. Bad Boy MTV got a TGB engine. Is that one of them Chinese engines that look like it belongs on a moped?
You mean like a Honda 110?
Kinda, yeah.
The Honda 110
Zhongshan.
clones?
Don't they call them Zhongshan engines? Them clones. You guys like my new hat?
Hang on, I gotta go full screen. Oh yeah, looks good.
Yeah. $6 on Amazon. Custom made.
Really?
Yeah.
But 400.
He said yes, but 400cc. And it won't idle, and I guarantee it's carbureted. Throw the carburetor away. Them carburetors are garbage. Electronic throttle control. Yeah, you can adjust Yeah, you gotta have it tuned.
What do you want,
Got a
Roxy?
brand new Mikuni, new spark plug, 40 psi compression, head gas in the oil.
40 psi
Hey,
compression, there's a problem.
No, not for that engine.
40 psi? Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, he said 140.
Oh, 140. I just heard
Yeah.
you say 40. The dog had
No,
my
he's-
attention.
He said 140. It probably had gas and oil because the float stuck. That's probably why.
What?
Some of them Mikunis can be a pain. You might have to adjust the needle. Change your carb to a better one. Those cheap Chinese carbs. Yeah, they are. I made it an hour late, but I'm awake now. Howdy, partner.
People are just here for the cute dog.
That's all. I won't. You guys probably won't see me much on YouTube this weekend because I got to
Lick your
throw
wounds.
out my. I got to throw my furniture out to the trash because we got new coming on Monday, and I
Ooh,
might
spending
pull
that
up.
YouTube money.
Yeah, all that YouTube money I make.
Well, isn't that why
And
you
I
do
might.
YouTube, is to get rich?
That's right. That's the only reason I do it is to get that $300 check every month.
Plus, he's got a new hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and my $6 Chinese hat. Yep.
Hey, Cam,
It
you
only
want to throw
took
the dogs outside? I think Roxy
it only
wants to go
took
out.
2 months to get it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't see the valves making it not idle. Usually on those motors, if the valves ain't right, it won't run. Does it idle if you give it gas just enough to keep it at idle? I wish. I
Dennis
wish.
is on fire tonight.
Yeah, he is.
How you doing, Beefmeister?
Yeah, you'll definitely want to change out the jets on that for sure to tune it.
Oh, how you wish. How you wish. Robert's comment. How you wish.
Does Main Street Cycle cut you a check for advertising? No. No, they don't. And that's the thing. Everybody thinks I make a ass load of money on YouTube. The ass load of money that I make is from my job that I go to every day. YouTube is a hobby that costs me money. I make roughly, and Larry can back me up. And I think I even
you would make
showed,
about 350, 3 to 350 on a normal month. Once in a while, you might make 380, and then you go ahead and turn that around and you put it right back into equipment.
Yep. That's right. I had to buy this laptop. I had to buy all this so I could edit the videos. I had to buy this. These aren't cheap. These are not cheap. The camera. I had to buy that. That's $500 when I bought that.
And never
His
mind the
laptop-
hookers and blow he has to buy.
And don't even worry about the hookers and the blow. Jesus. Them are even more expensive. Holy crap. And the amount of herpes medication, we won't even go there.
There goes your monetization.
There it goes. Gone. Boom.
Yeah, if it's running that rich where you got a lot of black soot and everything, I would jet it. Well, the main
Try
jet's not going to have
adjusting the
nothing to do.
needle.
The main jet's not
No.
going to have nothing to do with it idling,
No.
but your low
no.
speed jet will.
But if the main jet ain't set right, it could still
Yeah.
flood it out at idle.
Yeah, it could still leak.
Yep. Takes a fast PC for editing. It does. Believe it or not, guys, I'm using a Mac Mini M1 to power these 3 monitors. And it's a 42-inch monitor. And then I got 2 24-inch monitors right here. A Mac Mini does my editing. But I had to buy this for other things for the YouTube channel because I don't always want to be sitting down here. I want to be upstairs, comfortable on the couch. And yeah, it all adds up. That don't even include the tools that I have to buy or the heat that I have to heat the garage with. If I work out there in that garage every day of the week, it costs me $40 a week to heat it. And that's just 2 or 3 hours a night. So $40 a week to heat it in the wintertime. And then the electric out there, I have to pay for the electric and the grinder and the grinding disc. We all know grinding discs are about $2.50 a pop, sometimes more. And then the welder and the welding wire, that stuff's expensive. And sockets and ratchets.
But here's the whole thing. You would go through about 1/8 of the grinding discs you would go through now if you knew how to weld.
And we're not going to talk about that. We're going to keep talking about the other things. Yes, and this is another good point. Yes, if y'all knew about my internet bill, you'd freak out. YouTube barely even scratches that.
I bet your internet bill's cheaper than mine.
I don't know. I pay $100 a month just for internet.
My bill is $150 a month for internet.
No, screw that.
But
I'm going to the soup kitchen.
but we have a fiber optic connection directly into the house.
Only Dennis. Only Dennis.
Yeah, we have a
Good.
fiber optic 1 gigabit connection into the house.
What you talking about, Willis? He says. I pay 100. Jack says, yeah, I pay 100, and that's still subpar internet. It still takes me about an hour and a half to upload a video, but you know, you have to have good internet just to do what we're doing here.
Oh.
Yeah, when you got kids upstairs gaming. that
Heisen.
hurts.
Don't Heisen use CFMOTO engines, Larry?
I believe so.
I think so. I think they do. So yeah, hopefully the negative Nancy's that are in the groups are in here watching, and they 350. Yeah, I'm getting really rich off of YouTube helping people out. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Steve. Share my
What?
screen here. I'm going to do an internet speed test.
And then, hey, Larry, we won't even talk about the events that I do and the stuff that I give away. That's slow.
Let it finish.
What are we waiting on? Sheesh. How's the testing on those soft-walled bushings working out? Real curious how long they would last. You know what? On my side of things, I haven't got to drive it yet, but Larry's side of things, they're going great.
Look at that up and down, Steve.
Jesus. I'll pay 150 for that.
Holy crap.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, what's the ping? Because that does make a big difference.
What's the ping?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I know they got
a beefy. Dennis. Well, you can take it to the complaint department. You can reach them at 1-800 I eat shit.
My ping is usually right around 1 or 2 milliseconds.
That's not bad. Mine's in the 20s.
You know what my upload usually is? Around 2. 2.
But AB, AT&T limits you. They limit to how much of it you can use. I've been with AT&T, and they tried to bill me for stuff that because I went over the limit that I didn't know that I had. I got them to drop the bill, and then I canceled them.
I know there's a spot in here for stupid ping tests.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I use speedtest.net. Let's try mine, Larry.
But see, if I go through speedtest.net, then it goes to my actual computer connection. And because of where I am, oh, here we go.
Let's see what mine's at, Larry. 35 ping. Woo wee, woo wee. I'm only about a quarter of Larry. That's not bad. 320, 320, 318, 322, 320, 318, 83.
To speedtest.net, I'm 2.49 to 2.59 milliseconds.
That's not bad. I'm 35 milliseconds. Yeah, these speeds aren't bad. 20 up and 318 down, baby. Yee yee.
See here to Google.
I try to ping it once a week. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Google's horrible. Google is 16 milliseconds. That is horrid.
Did you read what Dennis wrote?
Yeah.
AB says he's unlimited for 2 years. I bounced from Charter to AT&T. Haven't noticed throttling. No, they won't throttle you. And you're lucky if they locked you in for unlimited for 2 years. But after that 2 years, if you go past their 1 terabyte of internet, which is very easy to do, I do it in a week here. How much internet do you use, Larry?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I'm pretty
You
rough on
really,
it too.
you really don't want to know. We go through probably 1.5 terabytes a month
That's we're in
because
that realm too.
because everything we do is streaming. Our TV is streaming. Everything
Us too.
everything we do is streaming.
Yep, us too.
Um,
He tries to ping it once a week. Hey, babe, can I ping it? I got a couple milliseconds here. Not counting. Larry. Oh, shoot. Oh, his wife would shoot him.
yeah, probably. Or she could just watch it with me.
Don't brag, Red. What am I bragging about? I didn't brag. Is he talking about my couple milliseconds?
Maybe.
You know what I told my buddy at work? We got a delivery driver and she all right looking. He goes, "Man, I'd give it to her." I said, "Yeah, twice in 5 minutes."
Come on, you gotta give him a little credit. Second time's gonna take longer.
Yeah, I might. Oh, shoot. Shoot.
God.
Yeah.
I haven't done shit today. I was gonna go out and put my other tires back on. It's like, yeah, my back's not gonna handle that shit today.
Right.
And 10 inches 4 times.
Yeah. Nah, I might have to go 12.
Times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 12 times. Yeah. When the wife says we can ping, that makes me happier than a midget in a Maze Dirt commercial.
Oh my god. What
You
the
guys
hell's
are
wrong with our
killing me
what
tonight.
the hell's wrong with our viewers? I mean,
I
come
don't
on.
know. I don't know. And then after my live streams, never mind.
You know, we could just go and not say nothing and just have the comments go up on the screen. And
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be an overnight success.
Yeah. I might definitely make $500 a month there. Yeah.
Oh.
Bushing, any testing done yet? I'm curious on how long a soft bushing will last.
Well,
They should last a lot longer.
They're not. calling them soft is kind of inaccurate. Wouldn't you call that
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
not really
inaccurate,
soft.
Steve? No.
Yeah, they're not really soft. They're flexible. They have some give, but they're not.
But
They're not as.
your flex is this way, but when the bushing's
Yeah.
installed, and Beefy's gonna run with this.
Just go
But
install.
when
Yeah.
Here we go.
but when you're
He's running. He's running.
when your shaft is inserted into the orifice, into the board, the pressure is now transferred on the sidewalls from the center.
It might help if you had a shaft that would fit.
I do have one here, oddly enough.
Don't you have one?
I
figured
do.
you did.
I got one. I got one here that was out of my machine that's worn. My shaft's a little worn here.
Is that with or
Yeah.
without lube?
This is without lube.
But run it up and down a couple times, Larry.
Run her up and down. There we go. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord, please.
Hey,
forgive
Larry,
me.
I got something for you.
Well, you know,
some lubricant.
when you install these, I do recommend to use a little bit of 90 weight or an oil.
I'm dying.
Does lightning go through ceilings?
Oh man.
Oh,
See, I knew this was going to go sideways like 10 different ways. Now Cynthia's getting into it.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Dude, I'm dying. I'm dying over here.
I'm
dying.
sweating here.
Wow.
God.
Yeah.
But anyways, when he was saying the sleeves inserted doesn't even work out right. Oh my God. But anyways, the pressure's on the sidewalls from the center, and from the inside wall to the outside wall is pretty much solid. There's not really any flex there. The only flex you're seeing is when you go this way with it. But that's not the way that the load is. The load's radially around it. You know, but there is a little bit of give there just to dampen the ride a little bit. Oh my God. Since
How's
people
the
didn't,
comment?
since people didn't like that one, here we go. A little bit better fit.
It's like you're trying to explain where the clitoris is, Larry.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? I still ain't found it yet.
I did. Dear Lord, please forgive me. That's all I can say.
Look at that one, Larry. Look at that.
Neither.
Oh, shoot.
Double-ended? Now, hey, Steve, when you installed these on that hub,
Oh, God, yeah.
you notice that the sleeve went inside of them fairly simple. What before they were installed in the hub, in the bearing carrier.
Yeah, but it gets tighter when you put them in the bearing carrier.
But once they are locked into that bearing carrier and you slide the bushing sleeve
they're
into
tight.
them, it locks them up tight.
It's tighter than your ex-wife, yep.
Well, I'll tell you right now, she wasn't that tight. That's why she's an ex.
Look, Mama says paddle, you bastard.
Her bushing was soft.
That's right. Oh, wow.
And in some machines, these are going to fit tighter than in others. Just for the simple fact is due to wear.
Yeah.
Due to worn hard parts.
You know how
No.
unprofessional.
Do you know how unprofessional our viewers are? That is the whole thing. Because I knew as soon as I went to demonstrate that somebody was going to take off and run with it.
I didn't think Cynthia would be the one to do it.
Mama says paddle, you bastard. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. I swear, I can't take you guys nowhere.
No. Let's talk belt wear, not across your ass, Larry. What is stock belt? 30...
32.
32 is where it's junk? Or so they say it's junk anyway?
Yes. If I remember correctly, yes. I could look it up in the service manual if you want, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's at.
I could bring up one of my videos. Everybody thinks I do them videos for them, but it's really just a catalog for me. So when I need to know information, I just look at my videos. What a sped group. I did kind of go downhill. It did kind of go downhill. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, wow, guys. Could you imagine if Simply New England was in here?
Oh.
Was he in here?
Earlier on, yeah.
He should have joined us.
Yeah, I asked him if he installed those bushings yet, and he went, no, it's been too damn cold.
Yeah.
And I go,
Steve Myers said belts are, they're not technically directional. They're only directional once you put them on.
Yep.
So putting it on backwards, what's going to happen? Probably nothing. Be honest with you. Probably nothing. Should you do it? No. Is it going to kill your machine? No. Is it going to slip? Maybe. Until it wears in that way anyway.
Yeah.
Howdy,
usually
Hank.
they tell you to put the writing on a particular direction or point the arrows a typical direction. That's so if you take the belt off for maintenance or anything, you know which way you took it off and you put it back on the same way.
Yeah, typically what I like to do is put the lettering on so I can read it. That way you know it's going on the right way every time.
Yeah. But if you run a Utility Max belt, you usually don't have to worry about it. Because chances are you're never going to see it again.
Well, you got to clean your clutches.
Nah. No.
Mine gets dirty.
Does it?
Yeah, and you know where all the belt dust goes? Inside the clutch with the weights. I never have belt dust in the cut. Yeah. I'm guessing there must be some kind of cyclops in there with the air movement because it all ends up in there. And then when you take it off and take the weights out, they come out in a pile of rubber. Every freaking time. What 3D printers you running? I'm looking into one of those belt 3D printers for production work I'm doing.
I'm running the ones behind me.
Yeah, what ones?
These black ones back here, because I'm not racist.
What model? You liar! You like orange filament, not black. You're a liar.
Hey, I got black. I got red.
Yamaha has that 10-year belt warranty. Yep.
So he must be looking at
it.
like a CR10 or something with a continuous belt. Now Renee's getting into it.
Sylvia,
what the hell?
Sylvia on it, Larry. What?
I swear.
Hey, BS. I don't know if you've seen these before, but this is 3D printed performance intake for my side-by-side. All 3D printed. That's just half of it. Here's the other half.
Now you guys got me stroking my bushings.
Quit stroking it. You stroke your bushings, I'll play with my weed scale.
My
But I
weed
don't have
scale's
anything
bigger.
to weigh.
My weed scale's bigger.
Yeah. I'm only using it to weigh weights.
Oh, crap almighty.
Oh, I know. Our live streams get good every time. Larry, this is YouTube, not you porn, he says.
But nah, these bushings are going to hold up just fine because the direction the stress is in, it's a radial stress. I mean, Steve installed him totally wrong from the way I recommend to do it.
No. I never go by manufacturer recommendations. That's always a must not do.
He beat him
Never.
in with a hammer, and not a small hammer. If
I
you
like
watch
beating
his
it. What can
video,
I
there's
say?
no hammer there. And then when he comes back, the bushings are installed and there's a 2-pound sledgehammer sitting there. It's like,
Oh,
fucking
geez.
really? I mean, come on now. That's like, oh, man.
You mean kind of like this? See the hammer? It's gone.
Yeah, see, now it's gone. Now it's there. Yeah, uh-huh.
I whacked him in that hole, baby.
He goes, if they can handle a hammer, they can handle anything. CFMOTO
Yep.
ones can't handle a hammer.
Nope. Where did my StreamYard go? There we go. I had to put him through the hammer test because the CFMOTO ones can't handle the hammer test.
So you said you finished
not-
the 500. You were waiting for parts, weren't you?
Yeah, I got them all in.
All right.
Yep. Cynthia asked what they're made of.
It was an axle, wasn't it?
They're made out of polyurethane.
What's that?
Yeah, Cynthia asked what they were made of, and I said polyurethane.
Hey,
Same thing
Gary.
find in engine motor mounts,
Automotive
mounts, like the R.N.G suspension makes. Same material.
Yep. It's just constructed a different way.
Yeah, instead of it being liquid and pouring it into a mold, I melt it into the shape I want.
Yep.
Gary
Hey,
Pack.
Gary. Yeah, guys.
There's another one of those
what?
Z950 owners that think they're holier than thou.
No, Gary, don't. What's the proper way to insert?
Well, I recommend lubing up the outside a little bit to make it insert a little bit easier. See? Well, you're getting off on the subject there.
KY.
And I like to use a piece of thread all with a couple nuts on the end and suck them in that way.
I guess these take 40 hours to print.
Yeah, my bushings, they take 24 hours to print. Between 24 and 30 hours.
But Gary missed it.
For each one?
For a set.
Oh.
Yeah.
Usually when I print a set, it's a complete set for every suspension bushing all at once.
Okay.
But these new ones with the grease grooves in them are really screwing with me on the printing. Really bad. And those grease lines just may disappear out of them if I can't get them to print the way I want. Oh, it's your mother calling me?
Pull the KY out from under the bed, hidden in the shoebox beside the vibrator.
What does she want?
Wow.
Oh. I'm doing a live stream with Steve there, my love.
Yeah, more like a freaking porn stream with bushings.
You're on your way home?
Yeah. So guys,
All right.
I did get the wife's 500 done. I
I'll see
had
you
to
when you
make
get
my
here.
own brake line,
All right,
but I
love you.
got her
Bye.
in, got them all bled. She's sitting down on the ground. The only thing I got to do in is alignment because she is way out of whack. Way out of whack.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't it be? You had the whole freaking thing apart.
Yeah, but I also kind of having a small minor issue too.
The brake line?
No. The top of the tires is towed out.
The top of the tires is towed out?
In the front. Yep.
How far?
Oh, far enough it's noticeable.
So is what you're saying is you got some positive camber there?
Yep. And I don't know why. Because I took the control arms off of my side-by-side and they weren't like that. Her side-by-side wasn't like that either. All brand new bushings, front and rear, all the way around that thing, all brand new bushings, all brand new bolts, all brand new sleeves, all brand new tie rod ends, all brand new ball joints, one new bearing. I had to do one new bearing. All
Okay.
brand new CV axles.
All right. So now here's the next thing.
But it might clear up when I do the alignment. I don't know. Because the
It may,
alignment is way out of whack.
or it may settle. It may settle once the suspension settles.
I already settled it yesterday in the garage.
Okay. Take
I
a
wanted
good
to see what
look.
it,
Take a good look and compare the mounting tabs coming off the frame. See if they might be at a slight different angle.
they're in the same place mine are. But you know, if I have to, Larry, my welder is going to come out and I'm going to put Heims in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I have to. At least in the top, anyway. But
Because the only
I'm
thing that would
hoping,
cause the top to give that like positive camber like that would
yeah,
be if that control arm's getting pushed out.
right.
The upper one.
But I know there's nothing wrong with the frame either, because it wasn't like that before I took it apart. Neither was mine. And those are my control arms off of my 800EX. Yeah. But hopefully when I do the alignment. Yeah, I showed Gary last night. It looks just like my cousin's 800, and my cousin's was wrecked. Hey, Simply, there he is. Anybody that wants to join us,
So
I'll put the link down here.
you got positive camber on the front end on both sides. It's equal.
Yeah. Let me see if I can join this with my phone.
Or is one side more than the other?
Hold on. We're gonna go out to the garage. Let me. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna see if I can take you out in the garage.
You know, well, like on the ass end of my 1000, I got one tire in the rear that's got positive camber, and the other one's got negative camber, and it's been like that since day one.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. It's gonna echo for a second, but hold on. All right. Let me go out. Oh, there's Gary. Let me let him in real quick. Hold on, Gary. I'm going to real quick, then I'll be back in and let you on the screen. Hold on, Gary. I'm going cross, then I'll be back in and let you on.
Take your time.
Oh my god!
What?
You know you could have muted that shit.
I'm going.
Oh my god! Houston, we have a problem. What kind of an outfit is this? Oh my god! Houston, we have a problem. What kind of an outfit is this? Houston, we have a problem. What kind of an outfit is this?
There we go.
Mute.
Is it still echoing down there?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm outside. Is it still echoing down there? I don't know why. I'm outside.
Yeah, it's like a 20-second delay.
I don't know why. That's weird. Well, this won't take long. Go back in and fix it.
Yeah, it's like a 20-second delay.
I don't know why. That's weird. Well, this won't take long. You guys see
Yeah.
that? It's like it's got toe out.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like it's got toe out.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, Steve. Let me get back inside.
Okay.
I'm out here enjoying the nice 80-degree weather.
Hold on.
Sunshine.
Okay.
You stupid dogs always got to sit in front of the door.
All right. Let me run back in and fix that audio. I'm sure it's annoying the hell out of you guys.
It is. Like 90% of people disappeared.
Hold on. Let me run back in and fix that audio. I'm cutting this off. I'm going in.
It is. Like
I'll be right back. I'm cutting this off. I'm going in. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Is that audio down? Hold on.
maybe it was
Is all the
echoing back
audio
to your
fixed?
headset.
Is that audio down? Oh, it could have. Wait a minute.
Maybe it was
all the audio fixed? Is that audio down? Oh.
Looks like C-SPAN. Nothing going on. Hey,
We
don't knock
have.
C-SPAN. That would be CNN.
All right, hold on.
Nothing going on. Hey, don't knock C-SPAN. That would be CNN.
I don't know why it's still echoing. I don't know why it's still echoing. Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
Hey, does somebody
I don't.
is somebody watching on YouTube also?
Oh, hold on. It's Gary.
Ah.
I just muted his mic, and that's why. It's Gary. It's Gary.
Blame me.
It is. No, it is. Hold on. I'm gonna fix your settings. It's Gary. Blame me. It is. No, it is.
What do you want, Gemma? Nobody
Is that
wants
better?
to see you.
I just fixed Gary's mic settings.
No, I can hear myself echoing.
I think
Somebody's
it's
got
Gary. Hold on.
StreamYard and YouTube open. No, I can hear myself echoing.
Hold on. Did it stop? It's on Gary's end. I mute his mic and it goes away.
Yeah, it's gone.
Gary, are you on your
Gary?
phone or your laptop?
Laptop.
That's why. That's why. Hold on. Let me try and adjust your settings some more. Hold on.
No, I just heard Gary there without the echo.
Yeah, it's fixed now. I got his settings fixed, so it should be good. We all good?
We all good.
Okay. So I could have stayed back out in the garage. Oh well. But did you guys get a good view of that?
No, I didn't see it. You didn't stay out there long enough.
Yeah, I saw
Okay, now that I got it.
it. It looked like
Now
the
that I got it
passenger side
fixed.
was out more.
Yeah, do you want me to go back out now that I got this echo fixed?
No.
Up.
Now you and I can deal with that later off of live.
Okay. Whoops. Hold on.
Maybe I'll
I gotta
make you a
bring-
set of custom bushings for up front there that'll offset it.
I'm not changing those bushings anymore, Larry.
You ain't hired. Get your hammer ready.
Yeah, this ready.
Fuck.
Oh, beat the hell out of his bushings. They took it, man. They took it.
Yeah, but you made it 10 times harder to install.
No, I didn't. They went right in. 2 whacks. Boom, boom, done. No, I didn't. They went right in, dude.
Yeah. Boom, boom, done. 2 whacks, huh? That's what she said.
That's right. Feedback is killing me. Sounds like my ex running her mouth to me. Yeah, sorry guys. We got it all fixed now. I'm glad you guys stuck through that and tough through that. It's technical
Dennis, what
difficulties.
The fuck, Gary?
We're still rookies here. Me and Larry only have about 500 hours of live stream. About the time we get to 1,000, we'll have it down. Yeah.
But you know, it's getting to be riding weather for me. Oh wait, it's riding weather for me year round.
Oh yeah. Me too, Wags. So what'd you guys think how it looked? You guys in the live stream got the first sneak peek of it. I have not done a video. I haven't even recorded one yet. Looks good.
Everybody
for
got to see it
EX.
for me. Everybody got to see it for me.
Not
usually
my fault.
Usually I see everything you do before anybody else.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out. You was outside stroking your cigarette, weren't you?
I was. And now I'm in here stroking these bushings on a shaft.
I figured. Yeah, I'm almost thinking that the alignment will take care of it. I don't know. It's really weird. I know it's way out of alignment because I got new tie rod ends on and all that stuff.
Renee says there's still an echo, but I don't hear one.
I don't hear one. No. You guys hear one?
Not at all. I hear a hamster running on a wheel, though. Squeak.
I do hear that.
Oh, that could be this printer here in the background.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Best aftermarket belt for CFMOTO Z-Force 500 trailer. Should I use OEM? If you could buy the OEM belt, I highly recommend the OEM belt.
I am going to disagree with you. Utilimax.
You can't. You can't disagree with it.
Yes, I can.
OEM belt is good.
No.
OEM belt.
No, Utilimax. I'm going to tell you exactly why.
Why?
With Utilimax, you get a freaking 2-year warranty. They don't even question it. You smoke the belt, they give you a new one.
Oh, but 500 is a 483. Is that right?
I I think so.
Yeah. The 1000 is a 484.
Oh, let me double check.
I run the Utilimax and the 1000 and the 950. I haven't had to change it in the trail, so I've got one.
You
I
had
know
to change
that
a belt in the
the
trail?
I know the 1000 and 950. They're the
You
same
don't
belt.
drive it
They're
enough.
UA 484.
Which one's 484? The 1000 or the 800?
1000.
Because you can technically use the 800 belt on the 400.
Well, there's lots of people using the freaking 800 belt on pretty much everything, and they're because that's what the
Yeah.
parts guy says. That's what Super ATV says.
Yeah. My God, are you two going to have dueling dildos over a belt?
UA 483 for the 500.
That's what I bought, so I'm good.
Yeah.
For the 800.
You can
UA
just call
484.
you could just
So it's
call
the-
Main Street Cycle and get two of them. I mean, one of them.
It's the UA 485 for the 1000 and the 950. It's the 84 for the. It's an 84 for the 800. And an 83 for the 500. Oh. Damn it, Steve.
What?
I wish you'd hurry up and do your job, get it done and over with.
What job?
You need to put all those bushings in Ronnie's machine.
I'm not putting them bushings in Ronnie's machine. Ronnie is going to put all them bushings in his machine. I am done putting bushings in machines.
Well, at least I know he's not going to beat him in there with a freaking hammer.
Oh, yeah, he will.
No, I'll call him and say, Ronnie, if you do this, I'm going to come over there and beat you with a hammer.
Simply says MSC, baby. Larry, you're at the Red Neck Garage. Things get done the Red Neck way.
Yeah, you're an Ugga Dugga kind of guy, and I'm a torque wrench kind of guy.
Yeah, torque wrenches don't even fit in my toolbox. There's no room for them. I have too many Ugga Dugga guns in their place.
You're a yardstick guy. I'm a digital caliper guy.
I got a digital caliper, Larry. How do you think you got them bushing dimensions?
So he's got one.
I dusted it off for you too, Gary.
Okay. You did.
I
use
busted
it
it out.
Yeah, but is your caliper within hands reach at all times?
It's in the garage within hands reach. Yes. Yes. Actually, I take that back. It's upstairs on the kitchen table now, because I used it for Gary the other day.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Somebody said Blake might know the belt number.
We already
Not
said
sure
what the belt number was.
Not sure I'd hold my breath on that.
UA 45 for the 1000, UA 484 for the 800, and UA 483 for the 500.
I know it's
not saying nothing.
483, yep, for the 500, and the 485 is correct on the 950 and the U Force 1000,
and the old Z Force 1000.
Yep. Flexing your man pawns, Larry. That's what Beefy said.
No, I'm about ready to take out the freaking grease tracks out of these.
Why?
Because ever since I put the grease tracks in, I can't not get rid of that.
I'll get rid of them. You don't need them.
But that's what people wanted, even though they're not freaking needed.
Well, grease tracks would be nice. But you could also, well, eh, you really don't need grease tracks, really.
I don't know if you can see the outline through the
Put
outside
portholes
edge
in it.
of the grease track, but those run right along the track for the grease.
I wonder why they're doing that.
Put a wooden dowel in it and put portholes in it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of manhandling.
Yeah. You don't
Well,
need grease tracks. Yeah. Find a girl with braces. She'll take care of that.
this stuff's tougher than you guys think. I mean, it's pretty hard to cut.
Yeah, it's pretty resistant. It's even resistant to blows.
Yeah.
I tested that. I have a 3D printer and a 3D scanner in our shop, but why would you manufacture poly bushings with a 3D printer when it's easier and faster to buy the poly rod and turn them out on a CNC mill? That
have you ever turned poly on a freaking CNC or on a lathe of any sort? It sucks ass.
he
It's
said
stringy.
blows.
I mean, it's
Well, that and with the 3D printer, it's doing all the labor and it's not wasting material. And the material that you would waste in a mishap would be way less material than you're wasting on a CNC.
You can set it and forget it, and then come back and the next one.
Yep, and 3D printed stuff, if it's done right, it'll hold up very well.
You know,
I mean,
here's one without the grease tracks. Look how perfect that is.
Yeah.
Now Larry could 3D print some molds.
Yeah. We've talked about that.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about doing that.
Any DIY fender flares. You know what works? I'm going to tell you what works.
Semi-truck mud
Edging.
flaps.
Edging for your garden.
Or driveway edging.
It works.
Yeah.
Yep. It works great. Possibly hold up, but 40 hours is terrible. No, that's 40 hours to print this. And why is it terrible? You can have multiple sets on hand waiting to go in.
Now, for bushings, it takes me about 24 hours to print an entire set.
That's a lot of bushings.
And half of that time I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 printers around me. So if I put all 3 of them to work, that's 3 sets a day.
He's making money in his sleep. If he sold 3 sets a day for the rest of his life, he wouldn't have to go to work.
Yes, I can,
Right.
Dennis. I can do them in different colors.
Yeah, he'll do you some in pink. That way they give you that dildo vibe. Or he can give you some big black ones.
Yeah, I already
Look
sent you
at
your wife.
Gary.
I already sent you a replacement for your wife. So
Yeah.
It just reminded me.
What you wasn't watching us when we was in here. Larry was stroking his bushing and stuff, was you? Gary?
Fortunately,
You
I didn't
missed.
see that.
You missed it. We were dying for 15 minutes.
Well, when somebody asked about it, and as soon as I grabbed the bushing and looked for something
Cynthia
to
did,
insert,
I think.
as soon as I inserted something into it, I go, "Oh, this is going to go wrong in so many ways." And yeah, viewers did not disappoint.
No, they didn't.
I've been asking
It was
for
all
God's
them.
forgiveness this whole entire live stream.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna need it. Definitely gonna need it.
Yeah, I think those grease tracks are just gonna go away.
Take them out. Don't need them. I don't know why you messed with it.
It's just customer service trying to satiate
Hey.
people's needs and wants.
MSC's gonna buy you out, Larry. They're gonna buy every bushing you got.
Probably. If
Yep.
anybody can destroy him, it'll be Joel.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's a rough one.
You know, Steve and I talked
Yep.
about that, and it's like I got to send a set to Joel because if anybody can destroy him, it'll be him. And
That's the
Steve
test right there.
and Mr. Crane goes, "Yep, he's the one. He likes to tear shit up."
Yep. Honey, there's grease marks. Honey, they're grease marks, not an STD. Oh my god.
Yeah. Looks like there's little warts on there.
A scab growing right there in the corner.
But yeah, they follow right up the tracks here. Maybe I can play with some more settings, and I've put almost like 4 rolls of filament just to try to get these right.
Well, you make a killing when MSC buys you out. Just do me a favor, Larry. Never, ever, ever release your measurements and your stuff. Keep it all to yourself, because no one on the planet will be able to reproduce what you have made. They might like to think that they could, but they won't be able to do it.
You just grab a bushing and take the measurements off it. It's all you got to do.
That's all we did, but we modified the crap out of those measurements.
Yep, and using the stock bushing measurements did not fit well.
No.
They were sloppy.
Yep.
It was like a 50-cent whore on a 10-cent night.
That's right. I can just 3D scan it easy. Scan. Yeah, 3D scan and then getting it to the printer and then printing the final product is completely different story there.
Wow. You know, I'm glad I'm not Beefy's ex.
Oh god.
That poor woman. Oh my god.
Well,
wow.
A name like Beefmeister, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might be overcompensating.
He's probably like
That's why everybody with big tires on their vehicles now, right?
Yeah. Beefy probably walks in a bar and he walks up to some girl and he goes, "Hey baby, my name's Beefmeister."
Yeah, but it's near closing at 2 a.m. See?
Yeah, he'd be like, "I might not have much down below, but my 950's got 35s."
We're not going to talk about the Vienna.
Don't worry, baby. I did a Redneck Garage clutch kit and a lift kit, and we're gonna send her home.
And Larry's bushings.
We got Larry's bushings and some set of Hester Elkas to soften the ride.
All in pink.
That's
and
right.
soon I will have sleeves where you won't have to cut the bolts out of them.
We don't need any more sleeves, Larry. We've had enough of that action tonight.
And I'm not going to tell people what
No.
I'm going to do to them.
Robert got it all wrong. It's Arby's. We have the meats.
Where's Ron at tonight?
He's somewhere.
He's on sabbatical. He's on sabbatical.
His head's on fire. That's a good thing he didn't join.
Yeah, probably.
I told him we had to keep it clean, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm definitely not joining."
And then here I am playing with bushings.
Yeah, that's the only thing that ruined it tonight. Otherwise, this was a good live stream. Yeah, that's right.
But you know, Garage Products made some really good bushings. But the only problem with them is, when I do this, I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette. Ugh. The only
course.
problems with them was because they were made out of the UMHW, which is excellent bushing material. It can't,
I'm gonna
as
grab me
people's
something to drink.
as people's machines wear, the bore diameters down in the bearing carriers and in the control arms, they change. So when you have something that's super hard, its diameter is what its diameter is, and there ain't no changing it. It's hard to machine a part that will fit everybody's different wear the same way. And I think that's actually why they quit making them. I know they're telling people, "Oh no, CFMOTO changed. They use different diameter control arms and stuff like that." No, it's just people's shit wears differently.
Well, I have to say my machines, they don't really have any wear. And I know because I've already looked at all them holes. But eventually they will.
Yeah, and like on my machine.
What is that? Is that a beer?
That's a beer. Space dust.
Huh.
Like on my machine, I made some bushings, back in 2018 for the one corner as a test. And when I went to do these bushings for my machine, I got my dimensions out of the one side that had the OE bushings in it and everything. And I went and printed that was worn. I went, printed that same exact bushing that fit in there nicely, and put it in the side where the bushings I had made previously didn't wear anything. They would not go in for nothing. I had to change the size drastically to get them to go into the bores.
Yeah.
Reduce it that much?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, CFMOTO OEM bushings, they are super tight when they're new going in. You have to you should be pressing them in. Yeah, hammer them. Yeah. But they'll break. I broke in like 5 of them, hammering them in.
Yeah, they'll shatter.
Yeah, I could imagine up in the cold Ohio winters, man, putting them in winter, man, how they'd just shatter.
They do. They shatter bad.
These ones here, if you try beating them in, like the longer ones, they'll bend on you. They'll just say, "No, I'm not going nowhere."
Yep.
But yeah, it's but Garage Products, they had some really good durable bushings. It's just everybody's machine varies so much. And that's why some guys that use the razor bushings as replacements, some guys have to glue them in, some guys don't. It's because of the wear difference.
Yep. That's right.
Oh.
Larry, I'm going to have to get a set of them.
I'll hook you up. I got a bunch of sets right now going out to MSC for abuse.
I understand. Yeah, I'm in no hurry either, so whatever.
Yeah, Gary's doesn't wear out yet.
They sure are nice on the small little bumps and stuff. They don't transfer all those vibrations to the frame.
Yeah, that's what you're saying last time. I said, that's what I need.
And I'm really sensitive to those vibrations because of my back injury.
I'm sure you are.
Beefy,
Absolutely.
Beefy wants to talk about alignments.
Well, that comes back to your 500 trail.
Yep.
1/4 inch toe out. Done. Call it a day.
1/4 inch toe out. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
That's a tolerance, right?
Yeah,
it's the spec.
Roughly.
Yeah.
yeah. They call like, what is it, 10 to 14 millimeters or something like that.
Total toe out. Yeah.
Yeah.
1/4 inch.
So that'd be a 1/4 inch side. So total would be 1/2 inch between both sides.
Yep. That's right.
Or you take it to the lineman shop and say, hey, throw it on your machine and tow it in as if it was a Geo Metro.
Yep. Just get it close and say hold my beer. Say hold my beer. I'm actually having a hard time with the alignment on my machine.
I
No
told you
matter
what
what
to
I
do.
do. What, Larry?
I told you, go to fucking Harbor Freight, grab those little vehicle dollies, put them on your front tires, put them on your rear tires so the machine sits level, and do it right there in the garage.
My garage floor is slick, Larry.
Yeah, but it's not that slick when you're adjusting the tires on it.
Oh, it's pretty slick.
Because then you can do the toe and everything with the weight of the machine on the suspension, and I
How
think
much
it'll
those
work
little
for you.
dollies cost? That's a good idea, actually.
The cheap ones are like $30.
10. No, they're not. You can get them on sale for $10.
No, there you
Talking
go. So
about
you're looking at $40 for an entire set.
Talking about the wooden ones with the forecasters.
Yeah, those would work too. I was talking about the actual ones for vehicle.
Oh, the plastic ones, yeah. Yeah, the ones with forecasters. You get those, screw a piece of plywood on them, they'd be strong enough to hold a corner of a
Yeah.
side by side.
Yep.
See, I can move stuff around my garage, just not necessarily for alignment. I can move it around by hand.
Yeah, that's what they sell those
Right.
the automotive ones for, is to move things around in garages and shops and stuff.
Crash with a Bang says, thanks, Redneck. I ordered my Elka Stage 4s for $2,600, and now my wife is making me sleep in the garage. That is the perfect place to sleep. Not only will you not have to hear her nag at you, but you'll be
Or
able to do
snore.
whatever the hell you want. Or snore. You know. Hey. So, excuse me. If the weather breaks, I'm going to try and get out the 500 and take it for a ride if I can align it.
When's that? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah.
Dude, you can't ask for much better weather than we're having right now.
Arizona, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in Arizona last January, and it was 70 and 80 all the time.
Yeah. You know, there's a reason why my radiators moved to the back of my side by side.
He says, I can work on all my new parts like skid plates, tinted roof, EFI controller, cool lighted muffler tip for my whiskey bent. I learned a lot from all you guys' videos except Justin's.
Oh!
That's a hammer in the bag.
Ouch.
But I can kind of agree. You don't learn nothing from Justin.
Justin's not a mechanic.
No,
he
he's not a
states that at the
mechanic.
very beginning, though, of his videos. I'm not a mechanic. If
Yeah.
I can do it, anybody can.
Yeah. I didn't like his door install on the 800EX. He was not very detailed in that. That's the only video of his install videos that I didn't like. But I also kind of had the slight feeling like he didn't enjoy working on the 800EX because it wasn't his thing.
Oh,
I feel like he was doing it just to do it.
Steve, you know how all our machines, no matter how much coolant you put in the reservoir, it always goes down to that last little half inch
Yeah, leave
after
it
a
there.
couple rides?
Yeah, leave it there.
This is why. That little reservoir tank
What?
is actually too small for the machine.
Too
So
small.
Yep. So when it heats up and you got that filled up to the full cold level, when it heats up
Yeah.
and coolant goes in there, it pushes out all the excess coolant that's in there. Then when it cools down and it draws it back into the system, okay,
Yeah.
it's taken everything it pushed out back out of the reservoir, and that's why it drops down. Since I went to the bigger reservoir, now my
Yeah.
level stays exactly where I put it. It
See,
no longer drops.
I leave my reservoir with just a little bit in there, and then I always check the cap, and the radiator is always full. So I never pay it no mind, and I never
But
add it because you add it, it's gone in 5 minutes, like it's eating it.
but that's why. It just pumps it out. And then when it
Onto
cools
the
off,
ground.
yep.
Huh.
Hey, a way
Yeah.
to flush your radiator sets them out a little bit at a time.
But
That's right.
that's what it does. The one I put on is just a little bit bigger, and it's
Heck
I
yeah,
haven't had to
Crash,
put
definitely.
nothing in it since I put the larger reservoir on it,
Huh.
and it stays at the
Den-
level I put it at.
Dennis says he went to Can-Am, so yeah, he went to Can-Am. That them Can-Am guys are weird.
You know, we can all get along, but you know those Can-Am guys, fuck them.
Roland went for a quickie. He's just enjoying the show.
Pretzels.
There we go.
See?
Yeah.
My beer.
Yep.
Now I told Steve my 3-ton floor jack doesn't lift my side by side tall enough to get my 30s on and off of it.
Yeah.
I jack it up and the tires stay on the ground. So
Yeah, mine too.
I 3D printed a little block to go between the jack and the side by side. And it's like 90% hollow. It's got very little bit of support material inside of it.
Was it like a honeycomb or something?
Kinda. But the majority of it's hollow. And that thing, I used to jack up the entire side of the side by side, and it doesn't even creak.
Yeah. Crash says, would you guys agree we need more CFMOTO videos and more mods and upgrades? Because of you guys, I think I bought all the upgrades and mods. Yeah.
You haven't bought them all. You haven't bought them all. You haven't bought a set of bushings yet.
That's true.
Oh, wife's home.
Yeah, we have some intakes and stuff that we're working on. That's slow process there. That takes a lot of work, but that's coming, and hopefully a couple weeks I should have one. Maybe, I don't know yet. They are working on it.
You looking at that pillar when you open up the car door so you don't ding it?
Tara should get home faster. She'd take the interstate and quit driving the
Hey,
grandma roads.
Steve says you would get home faster if you take the interstate instead of the grandma road. Oh, she's not in a good mood, guys.
Oh, we don't care. Just politely let her know that we don't GAF.
Steve wanted you to know
Politely.
that he really doesn't give a GAF.
What'd she say?
That I had a shitty day. Did you work with that
Yeah, we
one
don't
bitch
care.
again? No? I was going to say you should probably quit working by yourself. She
Yeah.
she messages me the other day. She goes, "I'm working with this bitch," and I go, "Are you working by
Hey,
yourself?"
Dennis says, "Good thing you have your bushings, Larry. She's not in the mood."
Yeah. Why? We gotta go. We gotta go get my prescriptions and stuff. So
It's still
But-
early in the day over there.
yeah, still early. We still got daylight, sun shining. Got a beautiful sunset though.
Yeah, rub it in.
Coyotes are gonna start howling here in a little bit. They do every evening, all night long.
You can keep those.
Yeah, hey, I
Oh.
saw the biggest pack of coyotes here about this time last year. I saw 27 and I stopped counting. I don't know how many there were in that daggum pack.
Jeez.
Cameron's at work.
How do you get to work?
Zach?
Cameron's inside. If you weren't on your live stream, you would know that.
Oh, why didn't he go to work?
I don't know.
Ooh. I need to make some
Uh-oh.
smaller bushings.
For
Yeah,
what?
put them in
For
your wife's
that?
mouth.
That would be larger bushings, Steve.
Oh, okay. Okay.
and they would be solid.
That's true. That's like a butt plug only for her little jaw.
No
Yep.
breathing hole.
Yeah. No breathing hole.
Now she can breathe through her nose.
That's right.
Well, today it got 70 here. And tomorrow the
That's
high's
not
going to be
bad.
36.
Tomorrow
Oh,
the high is
geez.
36.
Wow. Do you get snow where you're at, Gary?
Oh, yeah. This
Got
doesn't
snow?
last long.
Yeah.
We mostly get ice.
When I was up in
Huh.
northern Arizona, we got snow all the time.
Somebody's ball and chain sounds pretty heavy at the moment. Crash
Yeah.
said.
She had a bad day at work, I guess.
It's work. Who doesn't?
Yeah. If you got to wake up and go, your day already starts off bad.
I was told today at work that I had a shitty outlook on things. And the
Did you
way
tell
of
him
my
it'd be-
thinking was
Did you tell him it'd be better at 5 o'clock?
I told him it'd be better if they hired another mechanic. Wow,
That's
35.
tomorrow's
Jeez.
high.
I think we're in that same range tomorrow.
We were 80 today.
Yeah.
We were 50 overnight. and
70
80
today.
over the
Wow.
day.
That'd have been nice. 70. Huh.
It was nice. That's
Yeah.
why we went out early today.
Right.
Oh.
I hear you.
Steve, why don't you come over here and help me sort through my garage?
I'm not coming over there.
Have you seen his garage lately?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Mine's
I think
mine's
everybody.
freaking
I think everybody.
trashed.
I think everybody did tonight. My
Oh.
garage is.
Except Larry. Larry was outside.
Yeah,
smoking.
except Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I had my garage all organized and everything where it needs to be after moving down here, I could have my lathe out. I could have my little CNC mill out that I built. And I could be making some cool shit.
Yeah. I need to buy me a 3D printer. Larry needs to buy me one. With all that money he's going to make off them bushings with Main Street Cycle.
Well, you know, Main Street Cycle won't be paying me what I charge other people.
No, but the amount of money they're gonna send you for them. Yep. Yeah, you're gonna you have a good deal with them. You only need to sell to them because they'll sell enough of them where you only have to sell to them.
Okay. I got it squared away.
I need about 50 more of these bed springs, and I could build me a Serta. Huh, Gary?
Exactly. I guess you can use couch springs.
Notice right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So all his punches can't be dealt with until after he gets that they get that letter.
So because your doctor didn't fill out your return to work notice properly from your seizure.
Yep.
Amazon said no, you can't come to work.
No,
I can go to work.
he can go to
Dennis.
work, but
In the system, I'm still
on leave of absence.
Oh.
because of that. They can't do anything about punches.
Till they got.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Dennis wants to
That's
know,
why he's home, 'cause
can
he
you
was
make
dealing with that.
life-size dolls? He's asking for a friend.
I suppose anything's possible with a big enough printer.
Yeah,
Dennis, that bushing is about the size of a pocket pussy for you.
that's true. Hey, yeah, just go to Walmart and buy one of them big old bears, cut a hole down there, and glue it in.
Yeah.
He might be better off getting one of those bozo punching bags and put it in there.
Or you go to the local clothing store and borrow one of their dressed up mannequins.
Your money. You have money in there.
I do. I have 1,300.
We met your friend, Dennis, not you.
Oh.
You need to take us to dinner.
Oh,
Cameron's taking us to dinner.
Hey, you're the one that stayed home. Maybe you should have gone to work.
Oh.
Shut the door.
No,
Steve
you
doesn't
don't
want to
wanna
shut the door.
I'm not talking to Steve.
You're not talking to Steve?
I don't really give a
I'm
shit
talking to
about
her.
You know, thousands of people hear you every time.
Steve. I'm so glad
Every
they hear
time.
me. And they can bleep me out too, just as much as they can hear me.
Oh, as soon as you open your mouth, everybody just tunes out.
I know.
Yeah.
So do you.
No, because I still have to
It
sit here
gets-
and acknowledge you.
No, actually, you
Yeah.
don't.
Am I flying
Did that
solo
go-
tonight?
Where?
I don't know. It was just the way you're upset. I was just wondering if I was flying solo tonight.
I just had a really, really shitty day. Every mobile I went to had something wrong with it. The mouse wouldn't work. The scanner wouldn't work. Then after lunch,
Oh,
I guess I
such a
didn't,
rough day.
I'm scan my badge for labor time, and it was just a shitty day.
Mhm.
Tell her,
Trying
I'll trade her jobs. She can work at the auto salvage yard that I work at. I mean, the auto sales place that I work at.
yeah, the auto salvage sales.
Yeah. I work at a car lot, and it's
Pick
more or
apart.
less like a salvage yard because they always want me to piece together and glue together junk. Dennis says today in divorce court. You know what
That
my
ain't
wife
gonna
is?
happen.
My wife is upstairs on the couch sleeping.
Quit picking.
Well,
You
are you
know
gonna
when
swap
Larry-
out those tires for me?
No.
No. Oh. Steve said he'll come over
Tell
and
her-
do it.
Then
Tell her
he's
you
supposed
can't
to do it.
swap out the
And then while
tires
he's
because you're
here,
not allowed
I'll
to.
just tell him,
Tell her
I
you
wanted
can't swap out those tires because you're not allowed to work on it. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Steve's got a point. I can't swap my other tires back on
And why is that?
because you said I'm not allowed to work on it no more.
I never said that.
You always
Yes,
say
she
that.
did.
No, I never did.
Steve heard you say it.
No, I
She
never
did too.
He was so full of you know what? It's not even funny.
Okay. Tell her you're putting a clutch kit in it tomorrow then.
All right, then I'm putting a clutch kit in it tomorrow.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, now she says do whatever I want.
She's changing her tune. The other night she said,
Larry,
"No, you ain't, Larry."
Yeah, that was when I was just getting it put back together from the bushing. Says you're not taking it apart.
Yep, she did say that. She got bipolar brain management.
Really? You love me?
I do love you.
Yeah, I can tell. This it really shows me.
Ooh, she had a bad day.
Robert says salvage title car with a clean bill of sale. Yeah, dude. Listen, I got video of some of the shit that I work on.
Oh my god,
And
that one where the frame of that unibody was all rusted out and said, "Oh, patch this."
Yes.
Fucking really?
Yes. Yeah, Larry was there. He's seen some of the crap.
Yeah.
They sold an F-150 to a guy with a frame that was half gone. And the guy brings it back having a fit about it. And they told me to put it on the rack. And I put it up there. And I'm like, holy crap, why would you sell this to that guy? What do you mean, why would we sell it? And the guy's standing there. And the guy goes, yeah, I didn't know that it was like this. And I said, I didn't either because I didn't service it. And they're standing there. And I said, you know why they didn't have me service it? Because I'd have told them it needed to go to the junkyard. And you know, they never did give that guy his money back. And he left a bad Google review on us. Well, duh, I don't blame him. I would have parked that freaking thing right in the freaking lobby.
Without opening the doors first.
Exactly.
You know, isn't there a law that, you know, when they sell vehicles like that, they have to be roadworthy?
Unfortunately, no. How they get by with it is they put it on the paperwork. They write it in the paperwork that there's some rust on the frame. They don't have to go into detail of how much rust. They don't have to say anything like that. It's sold as is. And as long as it's on the paperwork, when the buyer signs it, they can get out of a court date.
But there's other ways around it besides court. They can park across the road with a big sign with a big lemon on it and whatnot. As long as they got a job like Larry, he can do that.
Yep, that's right.
You know, everybody thinks I have all this free time. You wouldn't believe how busy I am.
You just said you slept 12 hours out of 24.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to
I
get
received
6.
salary increase. Nice, haha. $5. That's not bad. Yeah, I haven't got a pay raise in 5 years.
Actually, I go to sleep about the time Steve wakes up.
That's true.
And then I'm up by usually about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. I'm looking. I want something different. I'm tired of gluing together junk cars. I feel like a criminal. Because all I'm doing is catering to their bullshit. I've had my words with them, and they just look at me like I'm retarded. Maybe I am retarded. Maybe they're the smart ones because they can sell that crap and make a bunch of money. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know.
Well, you could do the same. You could go get your auto dealer's license and go to these salvage auctions
and sell junk. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, we do get some really nice cars, but come on, we get a lot of junk in there too, like old junk.
Well,
that doesn't even need to be on the road.
I know a guy personally that bought a bunch of cars at an auction, and he was just wanting to make about $100 off of them. He offered he paid $250, $300 for a car, sold it for $500. Nobody would buy it. He put the same car back on the lot after he closed down for a month for $2,500, and they bought it.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
People don't want to buy junk, but if they think they're going to spend $2,500, okay, that's not junk.
Yep. Even shit boxes are selling for good money. Yeah, well, there's a difference between a shit box and something that shouldn't be on the road, period.
Yeah.
There's something that should be salvaged.
Yeah.
Hey, if
Yeah,
somebody's looking
Cynthia.
for a Saturn View, I've got one for sale. It's got a miss. $500. It's yours.
Sight unsold, $2,500. It's clean. It runs like shit, but it's clean. $2,500. It might make it home to your house. It might not. Larry's not responsible. It's as is. 2,500.
No, 500.
And he.
Just get it gone.
I'm trying to make $1, Larry. Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck.
You stepped on my toes. Jeez. Man.
Saturn
I was
View,
gonna
Honda
give you
Honda V6.
Yeah.
New transmission about 3.5 years ago. It's a clean little car. No rust.
Cynthia
Arizona
says,
car.
yeah, no rust. It's no rust. I've seen it in person. Cynthia says a buyer's job is to take to a reliable auto mechanic. Yes, you're right, but there are many dumb people out there that think just because a car looks good on the outside means it's good all the way around. And trust me, I've seen some good looking shit.
Yeah.
Don't need a license, just hire a broker. And recommended forklifts to you, company vehicle and gas card. Yeah, you did. He did recommend that. I'm just to the point now where I want a job where I don't have to turn wrenches for a living. I don't know where Gary went. Tail light guarantee. That's right. I guarantee the tail lights will work at least.
$5 minute, 5 feet, whichever comes first.
That's right. I'm gonna give you a warranty, but as soon as you leave the lot, it's void.
Yeah. Okay, we just bought this new little Ford Escape for the wife.
Yep.
Now the dealership gave us a 30-day warranty. 30-day powertrain
Yeah.
warranty.
I think they most of them do. A lot of them do these days. So that means you take it out and beat the fuck out of it in them 30 days and make sure that you break something.
Yeah, but then I went, and did the car shield, bumper to bumper, that covers freaking everything.
Yep.
For $100 a month, but it never expires.
Cynthia says 5-year warranty or until it drives off the lot, whichever comes first.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's what they do to you.
Yep. But I'm pretty impressed with that little EcoBoost.
Yeah.
We were coming back from Tucson in it, 80 miles an hour and 27 miles a gallon.
Right. Yep.
Well, I wonder if I should go put out some fires.
Why, your wife's steaming?
Oh, yeah, she's steaming.
Yep.
She had a bad day.
CFMOTO says, I work at a used car dealership. I could tell you some stories. Listen, you probably ain't even got to tell me. I probably already know. All dealers are the same. We had that conversation today. They come over saying about that I started to service a car on one date, but then I serviced it on another date. So I serviced it twice. And I said, you know why I serviced it twice? Because when I'm in the middle of servicing it, you come over here telling me you need it because it's got to go to detail. I said, you guys are idiots. You're all the same. Every car dealer is the same. They will take a car. And I told him today, I said, you guys, I'll have a car over here. I'll be in the middle of an engine swap, and you'll tell me you need it to go to the dealer or to the cleaner. And I mean, you guys are idiots. You'll have a car detailed, then you bring it over here for me to get it dirty, and then you bitch because my fingerprints are all over everything. I'm here to work on them, not clean them. And, some could say, well, what do you do to your customer cars? Well, my customer cars, I always wipe my fingerprints out of, but I don't have to worry about feet prints and all that shit because they're always dirty anyway. You know? And then they said something to me about yesterday. I brought 2 cars over to do an alignment, and they were clean. And I drove them through all the dirty, nasty salt water that's in the thing and got them all dirty. What do you want me to do? Bring them over here on a boat? What am I supposed to do?
You call a tow truck driver
And have
You
it
have 'em
towed to
grab
the
'em.
shop?
Yep.
I should. Next time they tell me they need a car done, but they don't want it dirty, I'm going to call Pete's Towing and say, hey, can you tow a car from one lot over here to the shop and hang out about a half an hour so you can tow it back?
No, that's when you have him
You
go.
know-
Then you call him back out for a second bill.
Yeah, that's right. You're welcome, Jack. We'll see you. We'll see you, Dennis. I probably should get off here and go hang out with the wife.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right. We'll see y'all later. We'll see you. See you, CFMOTO Side Rider.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Steve will
Yep.
Steve will let you guys know when my funeral is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for the
All right.
invite.
Have a good night.
Yep. Bye.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.